And we're back here on the Faulkner Sports Network. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties getting the stream online, but we are back. If you're tuning in with us for the first time here, we are playing a game here against USSU, and Faulkner has a 5-1 record going into this matchup. And this is a revenge game for Faulkner because USSU is the only team that Faulkner has lost to at this point in the season for this reserves team. And so it was their first loss of the season, first game of the season. And so now, as their last game of the season, they are looking to, they're definitely looking for a different outcome in this one. And so we're about 20 minutes in to this first half, and we're seeing good competitiveness out of both teams. Faulkner has had some opportunities, but have had some missed shots, and so they'll be looking to keep on the aggressive mentality that they have had. Nico had the first shot attempt, and then followed up by number 41, Gianmarco Ray, nicknamed the Italian King. And so great job by those guys. They're really showing some competitive spirit out here this afternoon. USSU has possession. They're setting the attack downfield, to which Faulkner intercepts and tries to get it out of the way, but USSU recovers. Faulkner steals and sends it back to the keeper. To give you an update on some of the other matchups, the other events that have taken place at Faulkner, Faulkner's varsity team, they won on Saturday against Thomas 2-1. Our football team, they won in an overtime thriller against Cumberland's 36-35. The volleyball team swept Bruton Parker 3-0. And then unfortunately, the women's soccer team took the L at Thomas 2-0. So great job for our respective teams this weekend. Also, this week is lectureship week, and so at Faulkner, we've had a great opportunity to hear some great lessons so far. Brother Jeff Archie had the keynote last night, and Brother Hiram Kemp delivered a great lesson this morning during chapel. So if you have the opportunity to come out to Faulkner to hear these lectures, you will be in for a treat. USSU has possession. They give it back to the keeper, and now they will try to form their attack. 25 has possession. He launches it deep to number 34. 34 tries to pass it back to number 4 to set it up, but it was denied. So Faulkner takes possession. They get it out to Nico. Nico still has possession, getting it out to number 37, Emiliano Flores. Flores is in a battle. He's bringing it back towards the middle of the field, weighing his options. It's passed back. Passes is out to 14, Eduardo Albuquerque. And that is launched out of play. Faulkner will take the corner kick. That's an area of the game where if you were watching with us last week against William Carey, that was an area of the field where Faulkner really, really took advantage of their opportunities. They scored, I believe, 4 out of their 9 goals at the corner. So that's an area that Faulkner is very, very good at attacking. And so we'll see if that's an area where they will continue to be able to attack this afternoon. That first header was just off, so they will take another attempt at the corner. And that one is successful! That is the goal! Faulkner gets the first goal of the afternoon, and that goal was scored see if I can get the number. It was number 25. Number 25, Juan Bolano. In the 23rd minute of the matchup. And so that was a great, great header there by Bolano. And it just shows Faulkner's just ability to attack the corner. That was an area that they played very well last game, and it's something that they continue to play well. That's an area that, like, you got to take advantage of your opportunities, and corners are a great opportunity to put points on the board. That pass was a little bit too far out for the midfielder there. USSU will take possession. They send it deep. It was intended for number 26 of USSU, but it was deflected off of his foot and goes out of bounds. Correction, it was deflected off of number 37, Flores, and so USSU will take over at about the 30-yard line. Ball is thrown in. 7 takes possession, but he loses control, and Faulkner will take the goal kick. So far, we're seeing Faulkner being the more aggressive team at the moment. They've had a couple more opportunities than USSU has had this game, and that just goes to credit this Faulkner defense that has greatly improved since this team's first meeting. This team has played relentless defense. They've shown aggression on both offense and defensive side of the ball. And so when you have a team that is so aggressive as Faulkner and keeping the pressure on your side of the field, it keeps the team tired. And so it gives Faulkner a great advantage here. And that's exactly what they're going to try to replicate in this matchup this afternoon. Great job, great awareness there by Soho. He almost let the ball get away from him there, and that could have been disastrous. We see Ray breaking free. Ray has a shot. He passes it to 19. He loads up the shot. It's deflected off the bar. He goes for another shot. Ray is just wide right. That was close. Gianmarco Ray, he was in position. The ball was deflected off of the right bar there and just unable to get it inside. USSU will take possession. They send it. 23 is their intended target there. It was headed off of a Faulkner defender there, so USSU will take possession. Ball's thrown in. And once again, headed out by Faulkner. So we will see another throw in for USSU. I don't believe it was close enough for a corner yet. Yeah, another throw in. .33 has possession. And looks like a foul on USSU. So Faulkner will take the free kick. Martins has possession. Back to Albuquerque. Out to Flores. To De Sousa. Out of bounds. Off of De Sousa. Or actually off of USSU. De Sousa will throw it in. Faulkner elects to go back to Soho. Lining up the attack here, getting it to Martins. They get it to De Sousa, passes back to Martins and then back to De Sousa. Going wide left. Giving chase to the ball. They have to get it back. Lost control by number 30, Morano. So, missed kick there by number 33 of USSU. So Faulkner takes possession. Ray has the ball, passes it to De Sousa. De Sousa has a lane. And it is kicked away by USSU number 5. Great instinctive defensive play there by USSU as Faulkner was on the attack. The ball's thrown into Morano. Goes out to Flores. Flores crosses to Ray. And it is just off the crossbar. Ray has had some great opportunities, some great looks this afternoon. Just has not been able to connect yet, but I believe, Ray, he's going to make his shot. He's going to make his shot. He has had some great looks, and it's only a matter of time before he connects. So USSU has possession. Number 7 outright on their side. Faulkner takes the ball away. De Sousa gives chase, but is not able to corral the ball there. The goalie takes it and gets it out to number 4 of USSU. Great sliding pass there. Flores intercepts. They get it out to Ray, but Ray is unable to give chase to the ball, and so USSU will take possession. Number 4 of USSU throws the ball in. Looks like he threw it in and went either directly out of bounds and just was not able to be played. So Faulkner takes possession. Looks like they're actually ruling that the ball... Okay. There's some miscommunication there. Some were thinking that USSU was going to take possession. It the ball never really got back into play, but Faulkner did take the throw in. And now USSU does have possession of the ball, and they will now be taking a free kick. Number 18 is taking this kick. He lines it up. They have a man, but it is denied, and Faulkner, great job there avoiding the defender. Morano gets it out of play, but it gets headed back into play. Great defense there by Soho. What could have been a very dangerous attack there. He was one-on-one with the attacker there, and he just played great defense in keeping the ball in front of him. USSU will take the corner kick. It's a wide kick. And goes out of bounds off of USSU, so Faulkner will take the goal kick. Very dangerous possession there, showing USSU's aggressiveness and showing their ability to strike fear in the opposing defense, and they're just as competitive as Faulkner. This is a team that is not to be, this is a team that you don't underestimate. And so Faulkner, they're going to need to play how they have been playing this season. They don't need to let their foot off the gas. We saw that last week, or in the last matchup against William Carey. They did not let their foot off the gas. You always keep playing until you hear the final whistle. Martins has possession. Plays it back mid to Ray. Out to to Flores. Out to Diego. Back to Anderson. Martins had it stripped away from him, so USSU takes possession. Tried to line up the attack there, but it was too far in front of the midfielder. Flores now has possession of the ball. Playing mid, back to Martins. Martins gets it out to Albuquerque, back to Martins. Out to Ray. Looks like they'll take the free kick on that one off of the USSU defender there, number 10, or 18. De Sousa goes left. Sending it deep. Setting up the cross. Would have been a beautiful cross there, but it was deflected off of USSU. So Faulkner will now take another corner. Corner is where Faulkner was able to punch in their first goal of the afternoon, so we will see if they're able to capitalize on another opportunity here. They line up the kick. It's headed, but it is just off. Anderson with the attempt there. USSU takes possession after the goal kick. Great slide there by Faulkner to take possession. They elect to go back to Anderson. Back to Soho. Soho goes left. Good pass back to Ray, but unable to get a foot on it. So the possession arrow will go correction, it remains with Faulkner. Flores takes possession. Passes out to Diego. Out to Albuquerque. It was almost intercepted there by USSU and gets deflected out of bounds. So USSU will take the throw-in. USSU is making some substitutions here. Number 11 is coming in. Always good to bring in some fresh legs and keep guys fresh because it's a long game. .33 has possession. Finding what he wants. 12 goes out right. Trying to win the battle here. 9 is unable to outrun the defender there, but they maintain position on this throw-in. We're about 6.5 minutes left into this first half, and it's still a 1-0 game, and so USSU is by no means out of the woods here. They have had some great opportunities here. A shot attempt there by number 33 gets deflected off of the Faulkner defender, so they will now take the corner kick. They take the corner. They elect to not go with the cross. They pass right, and it goes out of bounds off of Faulkner, so they will take another corner attempt. They fake the pass short again, but now he goes mid. So it looks like they'll take the cross this time. And De Sousa will take possession. They get it out to Ray. Ray passes back. And they get it back to Soho. Soho elects to go back to Marano, who sends it to Anderson. Out to Diego. Intercepted by USSU. But it is intercepted by Martins off of a short pass there. Ray almost had an opportunity there. But great play there by the USSU keeper in attacking that ball. USSU will now take this free kick. Number 33 takes the kick. Waiting for the kick. He sets it up. 12 has a look, but again, great defense by Faulkner in preventing that shot from being on target. Soho passes out to Martins, out to Morano. Martin sends it back to Anderson, who goes to Soho. Soho sends it out back to Martins. Martin sends it deep to Ray. Unable to corral it, so USSU will take possession. A little bit of shoving there, but no call. Looks like there will be a goal kick for Faulkner. This has been a very fun and exciting game so far in this first half. Again, apologies that we were slow to getting the stream up and running. We had some technical difficulties with the streaming service, and so we are very sorry about that, but it's been a great half so far. Both teams have been very aggressive, and both teams have had very good opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. Faulkner now has possession. Ray is working his defender. He passes out to Martins. Flores takes possession. Passes back out to Ray. Ray lines up his shot, and it's deflected. Deflected off the foot of the USSU defender. So Faulkner will now take another opportunity for a corner kick. Faulkner lines up the kick. And it's headed in, and it's a goal! Beautiful goal there by number 30, Rafael Morano. That adds to Faulkner's lead, 2-0 in the 45th minute of the game. We have 47 seconds left, so great job there by Morano to give Faulkner just a little bit more cushion going into the next half. So now, how does USSU respond? They've had some great looks. They've had some opportunities. So it's not that they haven't been aggressive. They have had the ball on Faulkner's side of the field a decent portion of this game. They just have not been fortunate to get the looks that they want, because to give Faulkner's defense the credit, they've played some very, very good defense and not allowing good looks for this USSU offense. Ray now takes possession. He passes it out to Martins. Martins lines up the shot, and it's blocked by USSU. What a clutch block there to end the half. What could have been another goal to end this half for Faulkner. So great job there by the USSU defender, the goalkeeper, to prevent another goal there for Faulkner. Faulkner will now take a 2-0 lead going into the half, And so this has been FSN. As we go into the half, we'll be taking a short break, so don't go anywhere. they've had these opportunities. They have. But, again, credit the Faulkner defense. They've done a very good job at limiting those opportunities. And so, looking back, this team, USSU, was Faulkner's only loss for this reserve team. I believe it was a 4-2 loss. And so now as you're looking at the team now, you're definitely seeing a completely different team. You're seeing a team that has definitely grown defensively. And, offensively too, for that matter. They've done a great job on the offensive side of the ball. The past 2 weeks, scoring 13 goals in the past 2 weeks. That's very, very impressive. And so we're seeing a new and revitalized team from the last time that these two teams met. USSU has possession, and they send the ball deep down the field, trying to set up their midfielder there. 7 tried to make a play on it. 33 now has possession. Goes out to 20. And looks like Faulkner will be fouled there. The USSU midfielder was tripped there. So, again, another great position for a free kick. We'll see if USSU will be able to take advantage of this opportunity, as they were unable to on their last free kick that was in a similar position to this one. We'll see if they're able to punch this one in. He lines up the kick. He shoots, and it is saved. Another great save there by Soho. So Faulkner now has possession. Passes it to Matanovic, who sends it out right. Out to Wyman. Wyman with the shot! And it is off the crossbar. Finejo also took a stab at it, but it was kicked out of bounds for a USSU goal kick. USSU lining up their attack. Sends it back out to number 20. Looks like there was a foul at midfield, and so USSU will take the free kick here. Setting up their attack. Beautiful pass. And the shot is corralled by the keeper. Soho will now set up the goal kick. In no hurry to kick this one off. Finejo with the header attempt. No good. Matanovic throws in. USSU intercepts, but then Finejo also gets in on the action. Great job there. 29 intercepts. And looks like a little bit too aggressive there by Faulkner, and so it will be USSU possession. USSU now down on Faulkner's side of the field. They send it out to 33. Meg's the defender there. But 29 intercepts, and he's taking it down the field. Goes to Ray. Ray is fighting his defender. And Ray looks frustrated there. He was grabbed by his defender. But he still maintains possession and is looking for an opening. They pass out to 49. They go back out to Fenego. Jukes his defender. Passes out to 29, but was unable to corral the pass. So USSU takes over. 12 looking for his man. And goes out on 42 of Faulkner for a USSU throw-in. USSU now making some subs, 23 and 27. Unfortunately, we don't have rosters for the visiting team, so sorry for those who are watching for the USSU side, but I'll do my best to call out the names as necessary. 5 has possession. They go back out to 20. Send it back out to the keeper. 5 sends it out to 7, but is intercepted. 29 flicks it to 35. He has a shot, and it's a goal! Great shot by 35, Adrian Cecilia. That was just great footwork there and a great touch on the ball to push it out in front of him to give himself the opportunity to score that goal. Because, had he put it any farther, the keeper would have had an opportunity to make a play on the ball. Had it been any shorter, the defender might have been able to make a play on it as well. So great job there by Cecilia on that touch and getting it over the keeper for the goal. So USSU now has possession, which gets taken away by Faulkner. They send it back out to Anderson, who sends it to Soho. Soho sends it deep to Matanovic, but he loses possession and it goes to 23 of USSU, but was unable to keep it in bounds. So Faulkner takes the throw-in. Faulkner will send it back to Soho. Sends it out right, tries to get it through the defender there, but was unable to, so ricochets off of USSU for a Faulkner throw-in. Once again, deflected off of USSU, and so Faulkner takes possession. So USSU was going to take the throw-in, but waits for their subs, 26 and 8, to come onto the field. Now they take their throw-in. Ball stays with USSU as Faulkner gets fouled for the trip there. Looks like 20 is lining up for the free kick. Sets up his cross. Headed away by Faulkner, but a shot attempt there by number 33. A little bit errant on his kick attempt there. 4 has possession, but is taken away by Faulkner. 49 gets it out to Anderson. Soho sends it deep down the field, headed by 20. Cecilia takes possession. Passes it out to Fenego. He's one-on-one. Crosses it to 29 with a shot, and it is blocked. 29 is Jacob Anderson. Great job there by the keeper of sliding to get that shot blocked. So now Faulkner will take another corner kick, an area of the field, or a throw-in. Number 32, West Peak, just subbed in for Faulkner. .20 lining up this free kick. 33 takes possession. Faulkner takes over. Matanovic has possession. Cecilia loses possession, so USSU takes over. Good sliding attempt there by Faulkner, but still USSU is not giving up. They're maintaining possession. They have the pass. Just too far. And it goes out for a Faulkner goal kick. Carvalho sends it deep. Anderson unable to corral that pass, but gets it back, to which USSU takes possession, but then Anderson gets it back. And off the foul of USSU, Faulkner will take the free kick. Cecilia lines it up. As a cross, Anderson passes back. And that shot attempt is wide left. Keeper is holding on to the ball. Not sure why he's taking this long. Needs to get things going at this stage of the game, of course. You'd want your guys to be moving. Like, time is of the essence. Not that to say that this game is over is, you never call a team out until the whistle's blown. But in order to give your team that opportunity, you do have to start moving. The keeper, it looked like he was trying to get his guys to say, hey, you guys need to get moving up the field so that he could set up the kick. He didn't want to pass it short. He wanted to get it deep. And so you got to pick up the pace. I know that, when you look at the scoreboard 5-0, you get discouraged. But at the same time, crazier things have happened. And so you never let the scoreboard discourage you from being motivated and staying in a game. Faulkner now has possession. They send it out to Anderson. Anderson keeps possession. Cecilia takes it. Then Ray. The possession arrow stays with Faulkner. Gianmarco Ray is going to take this free kick. He lines up the cross. It's a little bit of a short cross there, and the pass was intercepted there by USSU. So USSU is now driving, but great sliding tackle there from Faulkner to get the ball out of bounds. And Faulkner takes over possession. Soho sends it deep to Anderson. Anderson was the target there, but goes out off of number 5 of USSU, so Faulkner will throw it in. They send it back to Anderson. Anderson goes back to Finego. The pass is intercepted by USSU, to which Faulkner intercepts as well. Matanovic trying to escape the defense. Goes out on number 5. And Anderson will throw it in. Number 51 for Faulkner just subbed in. Also number 47. USSU now takes this free kick. Twenty is lining it up. Sets up the cross. And Soho very wisely dives on it. And sends it deep. USSU has possession, sends it out to 34. Great effort there by 51. Great aggressiveness there, stripping the ball away from USSU. And now that sets up a corner attempt for Faulkner. Cecilia will be lining up with that kick. Lines up the cross. And it is gathered by the USSU keeper. And it's booted away, headed by Faulkner in the direction of the USSU defense, but it is intercepted by Faulkner. Anderson gives chase to the ball. He's one-on-one with the defender, evades him, has his shot, and it is blocked. Great save by number 13, the keeper of USSU. It's a beautiful shot and just an even better save by the keeper. So now once again Faulkner will have an opportunity for a corner. Now line up the cross. Just a bit too wide. Goes out for a USSU goal kick. They send it deep. And Peak sends it into the stands. Almost sends it into the stands. So USSU will throw it in. And looks like there may have been some illegal touching. So at USSU will maintain possession on their side at the 20. They line up the shot. It's a cross that goes out. And it is an attempt there by two USSU strikers there. And then finally looked to be finished off there by number 4, but unable to connect. So Soho will send it deep. Ricochets off of USSU, and so great job there by Anderson there, getting the ball around him. 51 goes back to Anderson. Crosses, intercepted by USSU. 27 giving chase to his defender. Peak intercepts. Passes out right. Back to Batala. Fineo has possession. Tries to line up the shot. Is deflected off of USSU. Goes back to Carvalho. Out to Lopez. Crosses out to Anderson. And possession arrow to Faulkner. Matanovic crosses out right. The pass was inside there, but they were not ready for it. So USSU takes possession. Cecilia is trying to take advantage, and Faulkner does take over possession, and they send it back to Soho. Cecilia is now taking possession here, but 5 kicks it out of bounds for a Faulkner throw-in. Faulkner will throw it in, setting up Cecilia. He has his shot. Looks like ref was calling a pass there and possibly calling offsides there on Faulkner there. So USSU takes possession, but Faulkner quickly takes it back, to which looked like, USSU shoves the Faulkner player down, Matanovic down, and so Faulkner takes the free kick. Faulkner still has possession. They get it back to Carvalho, who sends it back to Soho. Too far for Matanovic. USSU takes possession. Ricochets off of Klosterman. Five intercepts for USSU. Goes out to 34. 34 lines up his cross, but it is headed away by Lopez. Lining up the shot. Beautifully saved by Soho. Another great shot opportunity by USSU. They've had their looks. Though they're limited, they've had their looks this afternoon. They've just not been able to capitalize on their looks. 4 takes possession for USSU. They have their shot, and it's a goal! USSU gets on the board with about 3 minutes left in the game. They have definitely fought hard in this game. They've had good looks, though they've been limited. The limited looks that they had, they were good. But the thing is that the other looks that they had, they were not good. Faulkner had great defense this afternoon, and they limited USSU to very few good looks. And you have to be able to take advantage of the looks that you do have when they are good. And that's something that Faulkner was able to do in this matchup. So USSU, after that shot attempt there from Faulkner, they kick it off from the goal kick. Quickly intercepted by USSU. Back to the keeper. Headed by Matanovic. Back out to USSU, but it is quickly intercepted again by Matanovic. And is intercepted by 4 of USSU. Taken away by Klosterman. USSU takes possession. Great pass to 4. But good job by Venego to get his foot on the ball to send that out of bounds. And that ball was sent into the stands, and it was sent down the ramp into the concession area. New ball is brought in for the USSU throw-in. Looks like ball was... Faulkner trying to... Thought that they had the possession arrow, but possession arrow stays with USSU. Veneo getting a little bit too physical there. And has the penalty there. So they will, on number 27 of USSU. So USSU will now take this free kick. That kick was immediately blocked by Fineo or Matanovic, one of the two. As this game is about to conclude, they have a final shot that's off the crossbar. And that will do it for this afternoon's matchup. The Eagles win 5-1 over USSU, so they do get their revenge on the team that beat them in their first game of the season. This was a great game this afternoon. Faulkner played very well on both sides of the field. USSU, they had their moments, they had some opportunities, but were unable to take advantage of those opportunities. This has been Will Lucas on FSN, and hope that you have a great rest of